That feels like a fish. Set the hook. There we go. Send them off.
Spring coming up, now is the perfect time to be fishing the Ned rig. For those of you who don't know what the Ned rig is a kind of fishing where you are presenting a small petite bait bouncing on the bottom. This is perfect for cold water conditions in the spring. In this video, I'll be showing you guys 2 techniques that you guys can use when Ned rig fishing in order to get those fish. I'll also be talking about some of my favorite Ned rig baits and why.
We've got an Exo Ned on in the black color, and the reason why I've chosen black is you can see the water clarity of the pond is really not that great. So that's why I chose that dark color. It's going to help the fish find it. I'm going to pitch it out. I'm going to leave the bail open until line starts coming out. That's going to tell me when it's hit the bottom. And start with just some subtle twitches. Already getting some hits. Go ahead, pitch it back on out there. Just some subtle twitches. Reeling in the slack line. And another thing, if that doesn't work for you, if you're not getting bites, another thing you can do is the yo-yo, where you pull it up and then you reel in the slack line. Pull it in, reel in that slack line. And this is going to provide a real nice slow presentation for any fish nearby. It just gives the fish the opportunity, if they're a little more lethargic and they don't want to chase down that bait, this is a good opportunity that they can pick it up when it's not moving. That feels like a fish. Set the hook. There we go. No way. Okay. Yeah, it's a largemouth. For a second there, I thought it was a big bluegill. Yeah, just barely got him on the roof of the mouth, but that was going down his gullet. We will just pop that out in there. He was barely hooked, but there's a decent little spring bass out of this pond on that Exo Ned. So we'll send him off. So that was just on the settle thumps. Now let's try to catch a fish on the yo-yo technique.
In the comments down below, let me know if you've caught any fish on the Ned rig yet this year.
There we go. There's another fish. And that was just on the bottom. That was during that resting moment. Slip it out. There we go. That is a nice, healthy spring bass. Send them off.
The bait I was just fishing was the Biospawn Exo Ned, and I really enjoy this bait mainly because of its tail. It's got 2 bulbous ends which are really going to kick in the water. Even when you're not moving the bait, those tails are going to be moving, giving off a secondary action. It's also made out of an Elastec type plastic, which allows it to really stretch, which is good because your bait's not going to tear if fish are short striking it. Then we have got the Savage Gear Ned Goby. Just like the Exo Ned, the Ned Goby is made out of that Elastec plastic, which allows for that stretching. And with this bait on the Ned rig, it really looks like a goby eating stuff off the bottom, and the little flanges on the end really give off a nice secondary action to attract those lethargic fish. If you enjoy this kind of tutorial style where I guide you through different kinds of rigs and how to fish them, as well as my recommendations of baits, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the like button. That lets me know that you guys enjoy it, and so that I can improve and it will help the channel grow. The third bait is the Z-Man Big TRD, and you can see that this bait is about 2 times as big as the Finesse TRD. I really like this bait because it gives those hungry pre-spawn bass a big presentation. And the last bait is the Ned Zone by X-Zone Lures. Just like the Goby Tube and the Exo Ned, the Ned Zone has kind of a secondary action with that bulbous tail to entice cold water fish. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and go ahead and check out some of my other videos while you're here.